Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing my nail polish collection. I love watching those videos on here and people's different polishes and how they store them. I think it's just so interesting. And I always thought I had a decent amount of polishes until I started watching videos on here of people's collections, and I realized I don't have many polishes at all. So you may think I have a lot, you may think I don't have hardly anything. I like to think I'm average. I don't know, my husband would probably disagree. But if you want to see how I store mine and my collection, then just stay tuned. So I store my polish in my linen closet in my bathrooms. There's my linen closet. And they're in 4 different cute little like Rubbermaid containers. They're not by Rubbermaid, but the ones with the circles, I got those from a dollar store, but once I went back they were gone, so I don't know where to tell you to get those. And then this one up here is cute, and I got that one from Target very recently, and it's a little bit larger than the other ones, and I know it's awkward to think that I had the larger one on top of the smaller ones, but that's the one that has my tools in it, and so I grabbed that one a whole lot more often than the other ones because I'm constantly filing my nails or applying the top coat over my polish, so I just keep that one easy access. And that's the pattern, and the top actually doesn't match. That's the top, so they actually have that pattern too. I like this pattern the best, but they didn't have a top to match it, and they had an extra one of those, so I don't know what happened there. But so I just did that, so it doesn't match, but I like the sides of that, and that's what I see in the top of my closet. So there is my collection, and now I'm going to show you the insides. So here is my collection all opened up so you can see everything. I have 3 main containers with the polishes, and then one over here that's a little bit larger and it has tools in it. So the first one is a pink container, and it has my pinks and corals and oranges and reds. So all of my pinks are on this side, and oranges and different corals here in the center, and then over here my reds. So you see I like all different brands. Right now probably my favorite is the Revlon. That's not even the Revlon, that's Rimmel, but my favorite is the Revlon Color Stay. But I don't have a big preference on brands. As long as I like the color, I get the polish. So this is how I do my pinks, oranges, corals, and reds, and they're all just kind of mixed. Light pinks, dark pinks, they're all mixed in there together. Next I have my blue container, and it has in it, over here is purples, and then blues, and then greens. And this summer I was on a complete blue and green kick, so I purchased a good amount of those, so that seems to be a little bit more full than the hey Connor. So here is purples, from darks to glitter. Here's my Milani glitter. It's a great glitter, and I'm very picky when it comes to glitter. And it's called Lavender Fizz. You know, just all different colors. Then over here in the center I have blues. One of my all-time favorites is a cobalt blue from Ulta. It's called Blue Streak, and that's good for any season. So blues in here, and then greens are over here. So lots of different greens. And then right here, these colors, they're called Funky Fingers. And I got these from the store Five Below, which is kind of a discount store, and they were really cheap. But they are not good polishes. Colors are nice, payoff's nice, all that good stuff, but they chip so quickly it's just not even worth painting your nails with those polishes. Normally I don't have a problem with cheap polishes versus more expensive polishes. I don't like to spend more than $10 for a polish, but I mean, I really don't care how much polish is or what the brand. But these from Five Below, they were cheap, quality, not good at all. Alright, next I have, Connor, are you helping me out, buddy? Okay. Next I have a green container, and there's no greens in here at all. But this is like neutrals and top coats, and then you just kind of fade into some golds to yellows, grays, and then some blacks and chromes and that kind of thing. Over here, top coats, This is probably my all-time favorite, but this one is pretty much a full bottle. And I get this from Sally's. It's like $8, but I always have problems with the bottles getting closed, and they close and I can't get them open. So I don't know if you see the ridges on there. That's from actual pliers, me trying to open this. And I spoke with the clerk the other day, and she said that it has a glue in it because it is to help. It's a treatment, but it is the best top coat ever. But anyway, it's a treatment, so when you pull the thing out and then you brush it on the sides of the bottle, it's causing the lid to stick over time. So I bought a new one, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try not to do that anymore, but that is a great top coat. This right here, this is an example. This is a cheap polish. I don't know where I got this. Yeah, cheap. But it's just a natural pink, and it is my favorite, just like nude natural nail. I really love that. So Essie Saint-Tropez is another great, just nude natural. So over here, top coats, natural colors, some kind of glitters and golds. You see, I just have all different brands. This color was not very pretty on me. It's LA Colors. What color is it called? Shock. It's very shocking. Shock. Elf has some great glitters. Yellow's a funky color. This is NYC, and it is not a very pretty color on. I don't know the color. But then I got Sephora by OPI, and it's a really pretty yellow, but it's still, yellow's not a great color on me. So anyway, so that's just kind of blacks, chromes. That's just kind of the hodgepodge random container. And then my last container is over here, and this I've had a few containers because these I use the most and they get broken. And this one's a little bit bigger. But this, when I do my nails, I pull out the color of my choice, and then I bring this out with me, and that's what I use. I have a bag of, it has cotton and cotton swabs and all that kind of stuff. So I replenish these, you know, when I need them. I like to use the pads the best, but I have Q-tips for cleaning up the edges. So keep those in Ziploc. Then nail polish remover. I'm almost out of this one, so I just repurchased. I get whatever's cheapest, and I like acetone, so that's just Target. Then I have some of the foot buffers, just any brand, doesn't really matter. These are just, I like these buffer squares, whatever, and I get these at Sally's, and they're just really, really great to use. If polish, you can't get, like, your nails look yellowed or the polish stained the sides of your fingers, you just buff it right out, and it's perfect. Also, it's good at removing ridges. I have my nail filers. This is my favorite one of all time. I get it at Sally's. It's like $2. And that's the brand on there, Flowery or something. That's one that I don't like. But, so anyway, a great nail filer. Clippers, tweezers, just other tools. My dog's fingernail clippers, kind of gross. A foot cream. I have this Dr. Scholl's kind of pet egg thing, and it's good the first couple of times you use it, and then it gets kind of gross. So I don't necessarily recommend it. These like little hole covers on notebook paper, and they're really great for if you're trying to get a very precise, like a French manicure line, or do some kind of nail art. Other tools, I do have these nail wheels. They're good for showing you different samples. And they're also good if you take one of the little nails off. It's good for cleaning up the edges as you're painting instead of using like your thumbnail. This little thing right here, you can see I've tested out polish on it before, and I got it from a yard sale a few years ago, and it is great. I've never seen another one. It looks like a little fire hat, but it holds your polish. So you set your polish like on the table, and then you don't have to use two hands. It's just in there, and it's at the perfect angle. So I don't know where to tell you to find it, but if you find one, you see it, I would definitely get it. It's rubber. It's a great thing. Another top coat that I'm loving, dries really fast. It does dry up in the bottle fast too, though. So that's pretty much my tools in there, and then that's the collection. And now I'm going to show you my favorites. Okay, so here are some of my favorite polishes. This was very hard for me to choose because I love so many of my polishes. So anyway, I'm going to go over these as quickly as I can. And I did, I sampled them out on one of those little color wheels. And that's how I picked my favorites, was how many little nails was on this color wheel. So the first one is by NYC. It's just a nice eggplant color. It's a cream color, and it's called Manhattan. And here is the sample right there. It's just a really nice deep eggplant for fall. Next I have, it's Nicole by OPI, and it's called Star of the Party, and it's also an eggplant color, but it has some frost to it, and it's not nearly as deep as the Manhattan. So there is the sample of that, so you can see them side by side. So that is the Nicole by OPI. Next is, this is one of my favorites right now, and it's Revlon Color Stay in Velvet Rope, and it's just a nice deep blood red, and I love the Color Stay by Revlon. So that's it right there, just a nice deep blood red, and it's buildable, so you can add, you know, as many coats and you can get a darker color. Next is Plumberry by Essie, and it is just kind of a nice plummy red color. I think it's really pretty for fall, but it could even carry over into the summer also. And here is the sample of that. It is showing up more like, to me, candy apple red on here, but it really is just a true plummy color. I don't know if you can, there's kind of a truer look to it. So Plumberry by Essie, I really love that one. And my next one, this is one I wear in the summer. I don't usually wear this in the winter, and it's by Revlon, and it's Plum Seduction, and it's, I've had it a couple of years, so it's older, but it is just a true fuchsia, and I think it's just so pretty in the summer. And here is that one right there. It's showing up more hot pink on here, but it is just a true fuchsia. It looks lighter on here than it does in real life. It's kind of just a deep fuchsia. Next I have NYC, and this is in the color, if I can find it. Oh look, it's right on front. Fuchsia Shock Cream. Fuchsia Shock Cream. And it's just a Barbie pink. It's just a hot Barbie pink. I love this in the summer. I wouldn't probably wear that so much in the winter. And it's this one right here. So you can see, here's the Revlon. They're both fuchsia-y colors, but this one's more fuchsia and this one's more hot pink. Next is by Sinful Colors, and I love Sinful Colors, and this is in the color Island Coral, and it is just a gorgeous coral. I love this in the summer. It's so pretty, just a true classic coral. And on the color wheel, it's this one right here, so you can tell it's just beside a hot pink. It really is just a true coral. Alright, next I'm going to come over here to my blues. I was very much into blues and greens this summer, so I didn't do a lot of pinks. I did a lot of blues and greens. So anyway, here is OPI, and it's in the color What's with the Catitude. And it is OPI What's with the Catitude. It's just a cream, kind of a sky blue is the best way I would describe it. And here it is on the color wheel. So just a real pretty sky blue. Next is Revlon Color Stay. I wore this one a lot this summer, and it's Coastal Surf, and I just think it is gorgeous. It's just a beautiful blue, and I think Coastal Surf is a great name for it. And here it is on the color wheel. It's this one right here, so you can see it beside the blue from the OPI. It's just a nice, and there was another blue that I debated, and then I ran out of little nails, and I tried to color kind of find a bunch of different colors, but it's a cobalt blue, and it's just gorgeous also. So next is Revlon Color Stay in Midnight, and this is just another, it's a great blue, and I'm loving that for right now. I'm really I like black, but I like colors that are pretty much as dark as black, but they're a little softer, and that right there is that on the color wheel. So it kind of comes across as a navy. It's kind of a navy meets a teal meets a Wedgwood is the best way to describe that to me right there. Next is another Sinful Colors, and it's actually the color I have on right now, and it is in Greek Isle. Greek Isles. So anyway, I think I wear this mostly in the summer, but I just wanted something lighter the other day. I've been doing a lot of dark, so I just wanted something a little bit more soft, and so here that is on my nails now, and there it is on the color wheel, and it looks just like what I have on. Next is by Essie, and this and Coastal Surf were probably two of my favorites this summer, and I actually wore them together some. And this is Essie, and it's Mojito Madness. I think this is just the most perfect green of all time, and I absolutely love it. It's not a color I would wear this time of year, but summer, spring, gorgeous. And I'll show you that on the color wheel, and that's right there. It's just a great grass green is probably the best way to describe it. It's just gorgeous. Next is not coming up great on the color wheel, but I love this color, and it's by Sally Hansen, and it is Mint Sorbet. And I think I've used this now for 2 or 3 summers, maybe 2, but you can see I've made a mess of it on the bottle, but I love it. It's just a true, it's kind of not showing up so great on here, but it is just a true mint color, and there it is right there, so you can, it's just it's a gorgeous mint color, and it's beautiful in the summer. And then right beside it is another, the same collection, is another Sally Hansen, and I love this in the summer, and it's in the color Lacy Lilac, and it's just a beautiful lilac pastel purple. And these colors right here, to me, they're kind of Easter eggy colors, and so just love them spring and summer. And here that is Lacy Lilac by Sally Hansen. Next, I think I've hauled this one before, and it's just a great natural, but if you want to go a little bit, just something different than the classic light pink for your natural, it's called Saint Tropez by Essie, and it's just a gorgeous kind of bone color. Bone, sand, sand's probably a prettier color to say than bone, but it's just a really nice color, and here it is on the color wheel. And that's, you know, several coats to get that, probably 3 coats, but you can make it, you know, however light. But you see it kind of just matches my skin tone. Just a really nice color. Next is a random find. I got this at DSW last fall, and it's the brand Anise or Anise. I've never heard of it, but it was at DSW, and it's in the color, let's see, Cheese for Cheetah, and it's just a nice brown. It's kind of a, I don't know, mocha-y brown, but I think it's great quality. I think it was probably $5 at the checkout at DSW, and I got a few of their polishes in that brand, and it's a really great brand, so I'd never heard of it, but here it is on the color wheel, and this is another one of those colors. You're getting that dark look, but it's not as harsh as a black. So it's that right there. It's just a nice deep brown, and I also like to layer it with kind of a bronzy glitter color. Next is, this is a newer color. This is one of my only, I think this is my only L'Oreal color, and I really, really like it. It's in Grecian Goddess, and it's just, I've talked about it, it's a nice gray, blue gray. It's just not a flat gray. It's just, I really like it, and here is it on the color wheel, so you can see it's just, it has great payoff. And it's not just like a wall paint gray. It's like got some depth to it. And then last but not least, I actually just took this off the other day when I put on this color I have on. And it's from Ulta. And it reminds me of the Metro Chic that Sephora has, the OPI Sephora. And this is in Smoke Screen. So it's just a great purple gray. It's deep, but it's a purple gray is really the best way to describe it. And on the color wheel, it is right here. So it just, sometimes you look at it, it looks purple, sometimes you look at it, it looks gray. So it's just a great color. So those I'd say are my top picks. But again, I do love all of my polishes. Okay, so I hope that you liked my collection. If you have any questions, just please leave it in the bar below, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.